Hey, it's Dorleen. Welcome to my channel and my creative life. I have started a new series using my sidekick, Sizzix Sidekick, and some dies. So I have also on an Instagram hop where we use one item 3 different ways. And so I decided to combine both of my challenges since I'm doing the die cut one for the month of March, and it's every Saturday in the month of March. So anyhow, I have this old set from Fun Stamper's Journey, which are no longer in business, but again, still super cute. I have never used this stamp set. I don't know why. It is really cute, and it's pretty basic. All it really is the outline of these shapes. And the theme for the Create It 3 Ways is Get Well, and there is a portion that says, sorry, you're under the weather or something like that. But I decided to go ahead and start just using some scraps that are on the side of my desk. And I mentioned this before. I have a tray over to the right, and I just kind of put some random cuts there. Now, I don't know why, because I have so many different areas where I put in scraps, small scraps, another area for larger scraps, but this is just another one that sometimes they make it there, sometimes they make it somewhere else, and sometimes I just trash it, to be honest with you. But I just went ahead and pulled colors that I thought I wanted to use. I'm using a lot of yellow, as you can tell, blues for the clouds and the raindrops. I love those pink polka dots for the rain boots. I think those are super cute. But once I do all the stamping, I'm going to go ahead and do my die cutting. Now, these are a little bit let me think how to say it. They're not bigger than this small use for the sidekick, but they just kind of make it. So that's why I'm trimming off the paper so that it will fit on the plates and also go through the machine. Now, the nice thing about the sidekick is has that little rubber stopper or holder, so it's able to just stick to the mat, and so I don't have to worry about it wiggling everywhere. But also with the magic of video, I don't have to show you all of the cutting, and I just went ahead and did that first. Now, I was surprised that this set did not have a die cut for the clouds, so I did have to fussy cut those, but they're easy shapes, so I'm not too worried about it. And I did decide last minute to do a gray one. I only had a little bit of gray paper on the side of my desk. Sure, I could have gotten up, went to get my other scraps, but at this point I'm just in the groove and I'm just moving and grooving. So I went ahead and put them in piles so I knew what I was working with. These are the 2 sentiments I was planning on using. And then I also have some 4 1/4 by 5.5 inch pieces of paper that are already cut that I'm going to just kind of imagine where I'm putting all of these things or all the elements and kind of just messing around before I actually glue or commit to anything. So if you look at it, they all look pretty much the same at this point. But again, I'm just playing around and just trying to figure out what I'm doing. I have some extra pieces that I don't end up using, which is good. And unfortunately, I thought I was filming. I wasn't. So I did some stenciling on this card with different shades of blue from light to dark. I have a vellum piece that I used my what is it called? The scoreboard to score some lines in, which I showed you in just a second ago. And that just kind of gave a little bit more element. Now on the second card, I did remember to film, thankfully, and I just used a stencil and some yellow ink with this one. I have my circle cutter from Creative Memories, which I've had. This is probably one of the first tools that I ever bought when I started scrapbooking, and it works fine. I've never had to replace the blades, and so that's been at least 25 years, which is pretty crazy. So if you want more information on that, just leave me a comment below and I can let you know more about that. But so I decided to cut that out. I'm not making a shaker card, but I thought I was kind of emulating one as far as having a frame. Now, I love this idea on this card. I just started placing the elements kind of around the circle and leaving the middle part for the most part open so I could put the sentiment in there. Now, if I was doing a shaker card, that would be where I would put the shaker stuff, but I didn't want to go through all that trouble. And sometimes, excuse me, it's easier to just kind of grab what I have at my desk than try to get up and move. I know, laziness, but you know what? That's okay. But I was really happy with how this turned out as well. The one thing I like about the stamp set is because it only has the lined or notched edges of the shapes, it kind of gives it like a comic book look. I love this stamp set. I can't believe I've never used it. Then I decided, since I didn't really like just the plain blue in the middle, I did grab a piece of blue that was also in that, the bin to the right. But these cards are actually really simple. I mean, of course, the inking and the stenciling, everything gives it just one more kind of leg up on just a normal little card on a piece of cardstock. But I love using my scraps, and it's nice to have them right there near you, so you don't have to get up and move, because like me, if you are like me, sometimes we just get a little lazy. So I did cut this to 4 by 5 1/4, so that I had a little bit of a mat going from the base, and then the yellow part was 3 1/4 by 5. So I'm just going to go ahead and adhere everything together. If you have any questions or comments, please leave those below. Also, if you notice here, you see right there, I got some yellow on there. Oh, I hate that when that happens, but that's okay because it's going to be covered. But please give me a thumbs up if you like this video. I really do apologize that I didn't film the first card. I'm so goofy, but you'll see a better image at the end. And also, if you wanted to go back and definitely look at what I did, I love the look of the vellum on the first card, which I kind of carried over to the third card. I didn't film the third one because it's pretty basic, but you will see a picture at the end. Basically, I just used 3 of the umbrellas, had them going across with there's a piece of pattern paper and also vellum, but pretty basic, but it's still really super cute, especially with those umbrellas just kind of laid out there. And I did end up getting up because I didn't want all 3 of the umbrellas to be the same. So I did get up and go to my other stash of printed or scrap paper and dug into something like that, but you'll see that at the end. But thank you so much for watching. I do hope you like this video. Like I mentioned before, if you do, give me a thumbs up, and please be sure to hit that subscribe button. I do post at least 2 videos a week. One is always scrapbooking, and the other is whatever it is I'm creating in the command center, which is the name of my craft room and also my blog. I am going to be posting a lot more videos this month because it is March and it is National Craft Month or something like that. I feel like there's a day or a month for everything, and I absolutely adore it. Especially if you're a crafter, I'm sure you do too. So this is card number 2. Again, check out my Instagram, which will be in the information box as well. Thank you again for watching card number 1. Card number 1 or number 2 and card number 3. Thanks again for watching. I appreciate it. Bye.